Hi guys, Mayflum here, and I've got a close to my heart stamp set for Dad for Father's Day, and I really like this set. And what I like about this is there's a lot of different sentiments on here, a lot of different icons and things. I could see making tags, I could see making cards, a lot of options. What I want to do though is show you how we can make sure we use a lot of these stamps, and all we're going to need is some cardstock, some watermark resist ink. You could use Versamark, I've got the Ranger one, whatever you might happen to have, and of course a stamp block. And we're going to ink up the stamp, start with whichever one you want. I wanted to start with the mustache, and press nice and firmly there, and we're just going to repeat with all of the stamps. Some of them multiple times, perhaps. I like to start with some of the bigger ones first because the bigger ones, well, they take up more space. So we want to make sure to get them filled in. I'm just going to work one at a time here, and I'm just making sure to get a good ink there, and that can go off the edge. It's okay if we go off the edge. And in the light, you can kind of see the stamp. You can't totally see it. That's okay. We don't need to see it fully, at least not yet. So I'm just going to keep on putting a stamp on my block. Get it nice and inked up, and then fill in the blanks. So I've got it a couple different times that I've been playing with, and you know what? I like it on the craft. I like how it looks, and I even added some black here. Now, the thing is though, I decided I wanted a little more pop for my card, so here's what I did. I used, these are close to my heart, this is the Urban paper collection, okay? So I used, look at this, they've got some really great wood grain and different patterns, kind of distressed, and it also has coordinating cardstock, and you know I'm a sucker for good cardstock. So I used the cream cardstock instead, and I'm going to show you what I did here real quick. Super simple, and I know you're looking at almost a finished card here, so you're going, May, what'd you do? Easy, easy, guys. We're just taking the cream cardstock, and you could take whatever cardstock you wanted, whatever cardstock you have, and all I did was the exact same thing as I did here, only this time I just used various blue inks and various green inks and even a little bit of black ink, and I just repeated with the stamps. I just took the stamps, took the stamp block, ink it up, and start wherever and just go, go, go. Okay? So that's just a really good reminder if you've got a lot of colored ink pads, instead of going the Versamark direction, which is really fun, or watermark ink pad, you could go color inks. And then once I was done with that, I tore the edges and mounted it here, you can see, onto one of the pattern papers from the kit. And then I took some black archival ink here, and all the way around the edges with the foam blending tool, just hit the edges really nicely, give it a little more grunge. Final step, a little bit of twine, and this here I just stamped my mustache. I stamped a couple of things actually, decided which one I wanted, and got this cut out of cardstock, and then I just put it up on some foam adhesive. Okay, put it up on some foam adhesive, taped it here. I'll bring it way in so you can see it really well. And now what I've been doing is just adding little buttons and things. This happens to be one of the kits from my 28 Lilac Lane line. This is the at Sea one, and I've just been going in, finding little buttons and things that I like, adding a little bit of liquid adhesive, and adding them in. This has been so much fun, and what I love about this is it's a great reminder that if you get a stamp set, especially those acrylic stamp sets that can have a lot of stamps, you can get a lot of use out of it. You can find a lot of ways to get use out of those acrylic stamp sets, and to use more than just one of those stamps at a time. You can use all the stamps, which is something I totally love, totally digging it. Use all the stamps in that set, really get a lot out of them, and create yourself a one-of-a-kind card. This one, in this example here, we're making it for Dad. So excited to give this card to my husband for Father's Day. I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and if you would like more information, you can of course always head over to my website or blog. I will see you next time.